Sean, tell us about your newest IP cameras that you're launching at the show this week. Why you decided to incorporate built-in analytics as a standard?
Sure. So, Joel, really this whole show for us is about rethinking and using our components for a much bigger purpose than we had before, right? The big thing that we're making the big push for is when you use traditional security today, you're really only using about 10% of the information that you're presented with. And that's a big waste, right? Everybody's pushing new envelopes of efficiency and new ways to use the products they had before. So what we really want to do is to tap into that other 90% of information that for most people today just doesn't get used, right? It's just a wayside type of thing. But to do that, you really have to take that information and put it into like a structured format. So it makes it easier for everybody else to access, to understand, to start using analytics on top of all those algorithms that use the math underneath. That's what you really need to invoke. And so to do that, if that's really the mission and where we see the future of everything going, then it goes by the wayside that we're going to have to put this in all of our cameras in the portfolio. So from our 4,000 cameras all the way up to our 9,000 cameras that we have in the portfolio, analytics are now included, no licensing fee, there's not going to be any types of extra charge that comes along with it, and it's as a standard. And even with our own VMS, all the forensic searching that you might have done in the past, also included and free. And what that sets up for is the stage for you to do security better than you've done in the past, also to go into the business side of the world and use the same data in different ways than you have done before. And I think that's the real key that we're looking for unlocking.
Sean, along those same lines, we've heard about the potential business intelligence benefits of video analytics for some time. But how are end users today leveraging their video data for purposes beyond security?
Sure, it's probably easier for everybody to understand more in a retail type of format. Even today, marketing people that have worked at corporations for a long time have been trying to better understand how their customers interact with their retail properties and their products that they have. Now, what did that mean for them? That really meant that they're going to be standing at the door inside the retail shop and people counting when they touch something or they went a particular area with a little clicker that you'd have, right? Well, that is prone to a lot of inefficiencies. First, accuracy is kind of a questionable standpoint that you have there. Plus, it's pretty costly. You're talking about employing somebody to literally sit there to count numbers, which isn't always the best way to use somebody. Well, what we can do now is to incorporate the same metadata that we generated, all this data that we're mining and harvesting from the video, most likely from video security cameras you already had to begin with, right? And then we're going to take that and overlay it into the types of things that they needed. How many people went through a section, right? Where did they stand? How long did they stand in different places in the store? And now you can take that and start to compare about how do I want to lay out my product? Where can I get the most revenue return from things? I can take this data that I harvested and sell it back to my customers so they can make better products, right? So you start seeing this whole nother opportunity. And the reality is they've been doing it for a while, right? The problem is they've just been doing it in a fashion that wasn't nearly as efficient as beneficial to them. So you're taking a product or a group of solutions that they've had that's been mostly focused on loss prevention, and then now you're going to take the exact same investment they would have made, and now they're going to start impacting their revenue, right? They can increase their sales, they increase their margin, and that really changes the conversation about this industry that we're in. And that's where that extra 90% of information, you can start grabbing and really using and holding that information for better purposes moving forward.